2, drink water. Don't drink and drive.
Game over!
Take it light. Okay.
Now you're more fluent.
Makina, he's got 3!
Up, Bears. So this is really good right here. Absolutely. Let's do it.
Welcome back to Texas Rangers with the Boys. We are the Boys, your daily Texas Rangers podcast by a couple of pro wrestlers who love Rangers baseball. We want to thank you for making us the first listen of your day. This is your boy Kev, aka YBK Kevin Frazier. As you can see, rolling solo this evening, aka morning for you. If you're listening on Spotify, I guess it's not evident because you can't see me, but Manimal is en route to Ann Arbor, Michigan, and I am rolling solo because I will be hopping on a jet plane in the morning, heading out. We're going to catch the opening game of the Michigan Wolverines versus the Fresno State Bulldogs. First game back for the Wolverines after they win the national championship last year. So, mountaintop moment for a Wolverines fan like myself. First time with an undisputed national championship in my lifetime. So we are heading up there. I'm pumped. I'm excited. Again, one big shout out to John Rachesky for the tickets and just making things, being just such an accommodating guy. But we're going to be doing that. So it's going to be loads of fun. But this is not a show about Michigan football. Really, it's not even a show about our life. This is a show about the Texas Rangers, and that's what we're going to talk about. Before we get into that, you can check out the Texas Rangers on social media, TX Rangers WTV. Don't forget to check out the website, TexasRangersWithTheBoys.com, which is all one word. You can also check us out on Spotify or Apple Podcasting, whichever your favorite podcasting app. You can check us out there as well. You can also check us out right here on YouTube and see us on the Sports Fluent Network. All you got to do is go in there and search Texas Rangers with the Boys. We will pop right up and you will see our made for radio faces. Now, as we usually do, before we get into the baseball news, I got to tell you guys about Matt War Pro, who is going to be having their 2-year anniversary show at Martin House Brewery on October 18th. It was going to be a shindig for sure. Weather's going to be a lot nicer than it has been. So looking forward to that. And it's going to be a 4-way dog collar match in the main event with some really awesome wrestlers, some of the best wrestlers that Texas has to offer. So get out there, check it out. There's going to be food. There's going to be ice cream. And definitely if it's at Martin House, there will be beer on tap. And they're locally known for some of the best alcoholic beverages in the Metroplex over there on the east side of Fort Worth. So go check it out. Again, don't forget to drink responsibly. So Matt War Pro, Y2K2, I don't know what it's called. It's year 2. And I know that Manimal should be beating somebody up on that episode on that. So go check out Matt War Pro October 18th at Martin House Brewery. Well, 3 minutes, 41 seconds in. Let's talk some baseball. If you didn't remember, your Texas Rangers are the World Series defending champions, and we're not out of contention yet. Rangers coming in at 8.5 back in the division with the chance to be 8 games back if the Houston Astros don't win. But as of right now, Astros were up 2-0 as of time of recording. But the Rangers did their part. They sweep the season series with the Chicago White Sox, so doing what they had to do there. And I want to say that's 4 out of 5 maybe, or 5 out of 6. Let me look here. But Rangers playing some good baseball, 7 out of their last 10. So that you can't complain about that. It's officially a winning streak with 3 games in a row. So Rangers doing what they need to do against the White Sox. We'll talk about that here in just a second. But let's talk a little bit of Rangers news. Couple of big things happened for the team in this most recent game against Chicago. Corey Seager becomes the first left-handed hitting shortstop to 200 home runs. So he's making his case for his trip to Cooperstown. Corey Seager, 2-time World Series MVP and runner-up to the MVP last year, Shohei Ohtani. So, no shame in that. Ohtani is, I don't know if he's 40 yet, or 50 yet or not. This guy is playing with Major League Baseball as if it's easy for him. So, gotta love that. Historic. Have never seen a player like Ohtani. So no shame in Seager coming in runner up to such a great guy. Or I don't know about if he's a great guy, but I do know he's a great baseball player. In Ohtani, Seager not in the MVP running this year, but definitely having a really good season. I believe he's hit his 30th home run. And again, that puts him again in special category. So Seager just breaking record after record for himself. And again, if you didn't know already, like Seager's a big dude. Like, he's a big guy. I think he's listed at 6'4", and you don't realize how big he is until you see him stand next to other players. And he's he's 6'8" inches taller than the entire team, aside from Chris Young. Another season high for Nathan Eovaldi in strikeouts. He matches his season high with 10 strikeouts against Chicago. So, Rangers do some good things in this victory. And, hats off to Eovaldi. He's pretty much stayed healthy for the entire season. His numbers are looking really good. And again, he's not only playing for a playoff appearance for the Rangers, but this guy's got a family to feed, and he's playing for a contract. Eovaldi this season thus far 10-7 with 3.60 earned run average, 140 innings pitched, 138 Ks, almost a strikeout an inning, and his 1.06 hits innings pitched. One whip is about as good as you can ask from a pitcher. And if you were to just kind of look over his career, that is the best whip that he's posted over this many innings in his entire career. So, hats off to Eovaldi. Really having a career season for himself. His lowest season earned run average ever is 3.60, where it is right now. So he's actually having the best season of his MLB career. Might not get to his career high 33 starts this year, but he could be right up against that 30 starts, and career high 195 Ks. Probably not going to get to that, but man, Eovaldi's having a great season. Nothing to complain about with him, and he's been a kind of a Rangers Ranger since he got to Texas. Now I mentioned Corey Seager, and I'm just going to kind of point out a couple of things about the month of August. So we're coming to a close here, going into the last couple of days of the month, and Corey Seager has been carrying this Rangers team offensively, slashing 295, 340, 295 batting average, 340 on base, 663 slug to come through with 1,003 OPS for the month of August. Thus far, we still got 2 more days left for him to do some more damage. And he's hit 10 home runs in the month of August already thus far. And he's also 15 of his 28 hits have gone for extra bases. So he's just tearing the cover off the ball. A couple of other Rangers that have been hitting really good in August would be Adolis Garcia. He's batting 291 with a 344 on base. Slugging 432 with a 758 OPS in August. So a guy carrying the 291 average, 344 OPS, 453 slug with a 798 OPS here in August. And then Carson Kelly, the trade with Detroit has gone good for the Rangers. He's come over and slashed 295, 326 on base, 432 slug, and then he's got an OPS of 758. So these 3 guys really are the best hitters for the team as of this entire month. Everyone else really has been struggling. I know Wyatt Langford has notably been struggling, or at least has been noted he's been struggling as of late. But you might be interested to know that he's out hitting Nate Lowe, Josh Smith, Jonah Heim, Leody Taveras, Josh Young, and Marcus Semien for the month of August. So if Langford's struggling, what does that say about these other guys? Rangers lineup has just been a problem really all year. Really and truly, there's really no secret there. And there's really no solution that has been presented that has been able to help this team get back on track and and at least get close to that record-setting offensive season they had last year. But the pitching has done their job to try to keep this team in games, as we mentioned with Nathan Eovaldi, and yesterday we talked about Andrew Heaney. Both of those guys have been having, in many ways, career years. I mean, we just said Nathan Eovaldi having a career year, and you can go right back and look at Andrew Heaney's numbers. He might have had better Ks per nine numbers, but as far as or maybe a lower earned run average. But as far as just total innings pitched, consistently going in and game out, just being a consistent quality starting pitcher every single night out, probably the best season of his career. So hats off to those two guys for really kind of carrying this team in what has been a roller coaster ride. Speaking of roller coaster rides, so Josh Young coming back off the injury, like as mentioned, has not hit very well since he's been back. And honestly, when he came back off of injury last year, he kind of slow rolled getting back into it. Not everybody can be Corey Seager, take off for 2 weeks, come back and hit 400 when he, for the first week back. Josh Young taking a little bit of time getting back into the, no pun intended, swing of things. And to mention that, I feel like this year, and it's only been a short sample size, but last year he was so consistent defensively at third base. It's hard to remember at any point, like that I can remember, where he had a defensive play that like cost the team. And as we saw in the games yesterday, a big defensive blunder, and that's not the first time that's happened. I've seen that same thing happen another time early, just a couple weeks ago since he's been back. I've also seen one definite errant throw. And so Josh Young struggling a little bit defensively, maybe taking a little bit of a step back. The good part is that we know he is a good defensive third baseman, maybe not a Gold Glover, but we know he's a good defensive third baseman, and I'd like to see him get back on track at the plate and at third base, because in all reality, we can't do it without all these guys. We need all these guys, at least churning. You don't have to be on all cylinders, but as we've kind of mentioned before, just do what they're normally do. If Nate Lowe is hitting 275 and, hitting on a 22 home run clip, and he's getting on base at like a 360, slugging in the mid fours. We're talking, we're doing good, Marcus Semien is hitting in the 270s himself in his own right. And honestly, like similar slashes, like those guys kind of slash similar. Semien has a little bit more of a ceiling in terms of what he's done in his career. But man, like if we could just get our guys all just doing what we know they can do, I think that this offense would be able to right the ship really quickly. And to be honest, like it wouldn't take much for them to go on a nice little tear if we can just get not, I only say all cylinders. We're not talking about career, any best, just do what you're used to doing, what we're used to seeing him do. And I think this team could really get back on track, because we do know we've got Jacob deGrom coming back. No update yet on Tyler Mahle. Haven't heard anything. I looked for something, didn't find anything. So Mahle may not be back in 2024, but we do know Jack Leiter had a pretty nice start day before yesterday. And, possibly Kumar Rocker. Cody Bradford has had some solid starts when he's been one of the best pitchers they've had. And as the aforementioned Nathan Eovaldi, Andrew Heaney, and then of course those two guys at the back end of the bullpen, Robertson and Yates, have been good all year long. So Rangers have what it takes to get something done. I like what Manimal said on the show last time. Hey, look, if we're 5 games, we're within 5 games on September 11th. We're in striking distance. And so let's just keep plugging away, keep winning ball games, win one game at a time. One more quick thing before we jump into this box score. Corey Seager, the home run, we're gonna talk about it, but man, 113 exit velocity on that home run today. I mean, it was just absolutely tattooed that ball. So gotta love it. There's the kind of the Rangers news. Honestly, I just giving you guys more of an August update and giving you guys the kind of where we're at thus far. And that's what we got. Aforementioned Kumar Rocker He's not the only hot arm in the Rangers farm system right now. We did our top. In fact, he's not the number one prospect in in our top 40 prospects. He's actually not even the number one pitching prospect. So go to our exclusive content Down on the Farm with the Boys, and that's where we cover all things Rangers minor league. And in this, we've done most recently, we did our top 40 prospects in the organization. And I'm telling you right now, big hats off to to my co-host Manimal, 300-pound Manimal, for really just putting this list together, man. I mean, it was I know it was a lot of work for him, and he did a fantastic job. And you just gotta give your hat, take your hat off to him for all the work he put into it. And of course, all I do is talk about it and give you my 2 cents on it. So go over to our exclusive content. It's called Down on the Farm with the Boys. We cover all things Rangers minor league. That top 40 is up. It's live. You can go check it out. All you got to do really is just go to our website, TexasRangersWithTheBoys.com, or, which is all one word, or you can go to our Spotify page. It's just $1.99 a month. You make us your one-stop shop for all things Rangers organization-wide. Go check it out. I'm telling you right now, you won't regret it. Again, make us your one-stop shop for all things Rangers. So there's the plugs. There's the commercials. It looks like I'm going to be rolling for a 20-minute show tonight. I was going to try something different today with this box score. So this StreamYard, which is what we use, has a present option. And I mean, what's the worst thing that can happen? That you don't see my man bun while I'm talking about the game. As long as you can hear me, that's all that really matters. So I'm going to see if it'll let me present. I'm going to put the box score up on the screen here while we talk about it, and just kind of walk you through the box score, give you my 2 cents. And once we get through with that, we'll preview the upcoming series against Oakland over the weekend, and then we're going to get out of here. So let me see if this works. Let's see if it'll let me present, share screen. Yeah. Let's see what happens. Let's do it. We're sharing. There it is. We're sharing. All right. So here we go. Texas Rangers box score. This is the 2-1 game against the White Sox. So Rangers get on the board in the 4th inning. That was a Corey Seager home run off of Nastrini, who Rangers did their normal thing here with making a 7.04 0-6 7.04 ERA 0-6 starting pitcher look like $1 million. He goes 6 innings, only gives up 3 hits and 1 walk from the Rangers, but that one of those hits was a blast from Corey Seager. And then, the White Sox really had nothing going against Nathan Eovaldi. Let's go in here and check out this line. Nate Eovaldi, 7 innings, 1 hit. That's it. Guy only gave up 1 hit the whole game. 2 walks, only 2 base runners over 7, 10 strikeouts, which is why this guy has such a great whip. And then you look at Robertson. Yates really just came in, did what they had to do. Yates gets a little bit unlucky there with the Josh Young. I guess I'm putting it on Young here. The kind of just the ball drops and hits the ground. And then what happens next? Benintendi comes up. Benintendi hits his 2nd home run of the series. He's kind of been a thorn in the side for the Rangers. Hasn't hit anybody else, but Rangers catch him, and he's all of a sudden on a hot streak. So gotta love that. Yates was able to rebound after that, get the final out, and Rangers and he gets his 25th save of the season. Eovaldi going 7 innings, only throws 96 pitches over those 7 innings. Gotta love that. Kept the ball on the ground with 5 ground outs, which is just a great sign. Which one of those ground outs was a double play from Simeon. From Young to Simeon to Lowe. So, Eovaldi doing everything right in this game. Good to see Josh Smith kind of getting a couple of hits in this game. Though it wasn't a hit that was the big difference maker here, it was the moving the runner over. So let's jump into the wrap here. Does it give me the summary? It doesn't give me the summary. What a shame. Well, I know this much. Josh we had let's see, who did we get on base here? We had Josh Smith. Okay, Josh Smith. No, Josh Smith hits the double, but that wasn't what got the run across. It was the Nathaniel Lowe getting he gets a single, I believe it was, and then I think Josh Smith maybe got him over with a ground ball. But long story short, you got Nathaniel Lowe, or I'm sorry, you got Nathaniel Lowe on third base, and Wyatt Langford hits a chopper. Nathaniel Lowe comes across, gets that extra run, and that was the run that would win the game for the Rangers, and that was in the top of the seventh. So, man, like, you got to love the heart there, doing what they got to do to scratch out a run. Not a great day from Simeon or Tavares. Those guys both go 0 for 9 with 6 strikeouts. Rangers are managed 9 base runners, but the big difference here, the Seager home run, so Rangers get some slug there. Also, again, nice. Okay, so I stand corrected. It was Nate Lowe got the double, and then that's where you had the Josh Smith hits the grounder. Josh Young hits the little ground ball, moves Lowe over to third, and then it's Langford who gets the other grounder that causes Lowe to come in for the score. Sorry, guys. Trying to remember without looking at it on the summary, but I did watch it, so at least I saw it. But Rangers 1 for 10 with runners in scoring position. Brutal. I mean, that's absolutely brutal. This game, when you look at it on paper, should have been a blowout. The White Sox really got nothing. Only 1 runner in scoring position. This is not a very good line for the White Sox, and I'm sure they haven't had good lines for them all season. So let's wrap it up, man. Not a ton to talk about in this game, but except for Eovaldi's brilliance and Corey Seager's massive power. So Eovaldi, 10-7 with a 3.60 ERA, gets the win. Nastrini 0-6 with a 7.04 ERA, gets the loss. Kirby Yates with his 25th save and a 1.40 earned run average. So go ahead and stop sharing here and pop back on here. So, Rangers wrap it, get the 4-game sweep against the White Sox. Can't complain about that. Gotta love it when the Rangers get a sweep, man. I mean, there's not much to say there. Now let's check out this schedule here. So I don't know why it has the Rangers only winning 3 in a row on MLB.com, because they've won 4 in a row. I mean, they beat the White Sox on Tuesday. They beat them twice on Wednesday. That's 3 games, and then they won today. So Rangers got 4 in a row. I don't know what the MLB app was thinking as far as the Rangers record. And then coming off of that series they had the 3 out of 4 against Pittsburgh, and then they had the 2 out of 3, or they had the 1 out of 3 against Cleveland. So you're looking at that's 3, 4, 4 and 3, and then that's eight out of their last 11. So not much to complain about there. Rangers going after the really tough stretch, or the tough week against Boston and Minnesota. They were only able to get 1 win. They come back with an 8-3 record against the White Sox, Cleveland, and Pittsburgh. I'm sorry, they did get 1 against Minnesota that week. So actually, you can make that 9 out of their last 12. So, man, that's the kind of baseball you want to see. So, again, if they can do what they got to do against Oakland at home this weekend, I think that bodes for a very good stretch for the Rangers. Again, that New York series is kind of a get what you can, and then you get another really nice 4-game series at home against the Angels, and that caps the 13 games in a row. And Rangers could really come out looking really good in those last 3 series those last 3 weeks of the season. And like mentioned yesterday, they just have normal 6 games, day off, 6 games, day off, 6 games, day off. So Rangers catch a nice schedule right there at the end of the season. So you can't complain about that either. And, some favorable matchups down the stretch. So got a nice rematch with Arizona at Arizona. So a little drama. We're going to maybe have a little drama there. Maybe we see Montgomery. But so let's talk about this Oakland series and get out of here. So first game, Rangers are going to be going against JP Sears. Sears with a 10-9 record, 435 earned run average. He's going up against John Gray, getting the redemption start. Gray's been up and down this year. Literally hurt a little bit. Hasn't really been consistent. Has had some brilliant starts, and then he's had some really not so brilliant starts. So his record says it all: 5-5 with a 432 earned run average. So that's who the Rangers are rolling out on Friday at home. So I'm guessing we're looking at those City Connect jerseys. And then on Saturday, Rangers are going to be going against Joey Estes, young pitcher, right-handed pitcher for Oakland, having a nice little kind of season. I mean, the Ks per nine isn't great, but the 6-6 record, 437 earned run average at only 22 years old. Now, Rangers, let's not make him look like an all-star. And then Cody Bradford, the pleasant, I wouldn't say surprise, but one of the best pitchers they've had coming out of or as far as starting pitchers this year. He's got the 4-2 record with a 331 earned run average. He's going on Saturday. Now, that's going to be a 6:05, 7:05 on Friday, 6:05 on Saturday. And then we got the Oakland, the series cap at 1:35 on Sunday. Oakland's going to be putting out they're rolling Mitch Spence, good old Mitch, going out there at a 7-9 record with a 454 earned run average, and then he's got a TBD. So let's see. We I'll try to do what ye old Manimal tries to do, or does not try to do, what he does, and see if we can predict this here. So we've got we had Leiter in the second part of the doubleheader, and then we had Eovaldi. Then we got Gray, we got Bradford. So we're probably not going to see. Could see Leiter. Nope, wouldn't see Leiter again. So you're going to see 1, 2, 3. That'll be a 4. That'll be 4. So could see Dunning in that. I mean, I don't know, man. I'll let him message me and tell me who it's going to be. But TBD, always fun. Watch the game. You're going to find out. Rangers need to do something on this Oakland series. They need to treat Oakland just like they did the White Sox and pounce, get 3 games over the weekend. That way you go into that New York series. Gosh, man, would that be 12 out of their last 15 if they can get that? That would be huge. They haven't had a stretch like that all year long. Doesn't matter who you're playing. You got to win games like that if we're gonna do what we need to do. So that's all we got, man. Thank you guys for putting up with me for 28 minutes. I'm gonna ride off into the sunset. We will be back maybe on Labor Day. I'm not gonna make any promises, guys. We're gonna be in Michigan on Saturday doing the thing. Travel day on Sunday. We're not the Rangers. If we can get them in on Saturday, or if we can get one in, get it in on Sunday, we will definitely do that. But we'll definitely, get a couple in the bag on Monday, Labor Day, so that you guys got something going back on your morning drive to work on Tuesday. So no guarantees upcoming, but we will definitely, when we get back, wrap this Oakland series and either wrap the first game of the New York for tuning in. This has been Texas Rangers with the Boys. Don't forget to check us out on social media, TX Rangers WTV. Don't forget to check out the website, TexasRangersWithTheBoys.com, which is all one word. There you can check out our exclusive content, Down on the Farm with the Boys, where we cover all things Rangers minor league. Thanks for listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasting, or your favorite podcasting app. Big shout out to our farm hands who subscribe to our exclusive content, Down on the Farm with the Boys. And again, thank you for watching us right here on YouTube on the Sports Fluent Network. All you got to do is search Texas Rangers with the Boys. We'll pop up. You can come see our made-for-radio faces. So for the 300-pound manimal in absentia, this is your boy Kev. We are Texas Rangers with the Boys. We'll catch you next week. Have a good weekend, Rangers fans. Let's go Rangers.